All right, meteorologist David Madsen joined us now. I missed it.
Well, I did too.
But there's always next March.
Yeah, it's a short gap. I feel bad because I know a lot of people tried, but those clouds, they caused a problem last night.
Yeah.
It's difficult to see it.
Yeah, I wish you would have sent me a text, even if we could have seen it, because I wouldn't have responded, because I was asleep, man.
I don't know if I'd even texted you. I was asleep too. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, hey, but those people that were out there, good for them. They tried.
That's all that matters.
Now these clouds, though, I mean, they're still being pesky for us, and we're hoping to see some clearing before the day is done, folks. Yes, this gray start to our Friday. It is just sticking around. Look at that. Even hazy out over parts of the D.C. metro, and I've heard some reports from our weather watchers, which we'll get to here shortly, that this haziness, it's common around a good portion of the DMV as well. There's that cloud deck again, pushed in from the east last night as those easterly winds started back up around midnight, and these clouds filled right back in, banking up against the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Allegheny front. Once you hit western Maryland, parts of West Virginia, sunshine aplenty out that way. But we are seeing this cloud deck shrink a little bit as we go into the afternoon. So we are chipping away at it. There will likely be some clearing before the day is done, and a little bit earlier on than we had yesterday. Now, here's a look with that haze. Like I just mentioned, any visibility numbers less than a 10, you're dealing with something out there, and we're seeing that across the D.C. metro, back into northern Virginia, parts of western Maryland. That visibility is down in Leesburg, Frederick, Hagerstown, so we are certainly feeling and seeing the effects of this low cloud cover sticking in place. And there you go. The temperatures are just as chilly as yesterday, low to mid 40s to the east, but where that sun is breaking out, it's climbing very quickly back up toward the 60s there. Now, as we get later in the afternoon, there it is. We do see a good amount of sunshine already by the 2 to 3 o'clock hour. That will send our temperatures rising. We may not quite get to the 60s closer to D.C., the I-95 corridor, counties to the east, but nonetheless, we should warm up a bit more than we did yesterday. Now, as we head into the night tonight, clouds do return, and they stick with us as we head into the day on Saturday, as we gear up for the arrival of that very strong storm system that will be sweeping across the country. So a very cloudy day is in store on your Saturday, but we're not expecting to see any rainfall, maybe a stray storm or shower popping up out across our western counties as that system gradually gets closer to us. But the action will start on Sunday. Here we go, folks. The powerful cold front with that storm will be arriving Sunday morning. We'll start to see some rain showers, perhaps a couple of thunderstorms as early as 7 to 8 a.m. across western Maryland, parts of West Virginia. And this line of activity will slowly push east as we head through the late morning into the early afternoon. The I-81 corridor will likely be impacted early Sunday afternoon. Notice these dark reds. Those could be a few of those strong to severe thunderstorms, if not heavy rain, gusty winds that will be pushing through. And there you see some of that steadier rainfall pushing toward D.C. during the later afternoon. But notice something here, folks. This is broken up on our model here, so it is not going to be a solid line sweeping across the entire region. Some areas will likely get hit harder by that heavy rain, gusty winds. Others may be spared the worst of it as this cold front sweeps on through and starts to exit by Sunday night. Nonetheless, a very active day. We'll have to pay attention to things on Sunday. DMV first warn day in place there. But in the lead up to that, we'll just start to warm up with those clouds still being pretty common as we get into the day on Saturday.